World Cup now started. We've kicked off with the World Cup, and I think some of the teams have started showing to the world that they are capable of doing something, capable of causing a surprise to some of the teams, like how Morocco did in the last edition. And I think Ivory Coast is one of the teams, because yesterday they really played well. Even the Ecuadorians also played very well, very well. But I think it was just hard luck that they weren't able to get the results, because in the first half they hit the post twice. So that should tell you that they were a little bit unlucky. But another thing that I want to talk about is Morocco. See, I think if there is an African team who is capable of, or are showing that they can win the World Cup or do something mind-blowing that no African team have done before, I think it's Morocco, because they have the experience. Most of the players there now are the same players who went to the last World Cup semi-final. They were the semi-finalists in the last World Cup edition. Most of the players are still there, even though some of them are not started there at the bench, but still they are still there. They can guide the young ones with the experience. But when you are playing, you don't see that there is a team that have been like there are some players who are now coming to the team, especially the midfielder, the 18 young kid, Wadi. This is his first tournament. Let me tell you something. He switched his nationality in May, and this is his first match with Morocco. And look at it. So they are capable of doing it. But that's not what we are coming to talk about now. We are coming to talk about the transfer window, because today the transfer window has opened, and the surprise transfer for today is Marc Cucurella. But let's say something about Real Madrid. Especially me, I was surprised when I think Barcelona made the move for Anthony Gordon. When we saw the here we go from Fabrizio Romano, of course, everyone was surprised. I was also surprised, but there is a player that was on the list of Barcelona, so I wasn't that much surprised that Barcelona have gotten him. But the way that they moved, the deal moved so quick, so we were not expecting that. But as Real Madrid, it's some way. Sports Gazette here, my name is Donaya. We are coming to talk about it, and maybe some small champion World Cup, and then the transfer news, because some things have started to improve on what they went through last season, and some managers are also making moves, especially former Manchester United manager in Ruben Amorim. He has made a switch to AC Milan, which is very interesting, very interesting. But we need to talk about all those things. So subscribe to the channel, follow us on all social media platforms. Everywhere you go, the name is Sports Gazette. All social media platforms, the name is Sports Gazette. Follow us everywhere. Subscribe. Make sure you put your post notification button on anytime we drop a video. Quick, it will pop up on your screen so that you share, you like, and then you leave your comment. Your comment is most important to me. The comments are most important to me, so that we can reshape all these things, and then we know how to do it. But let's start because the World Cup have kicked off, and some teams have started showing that they are capable of doing something in this World Cup, especially Germany. Yesterday when I was watching it, I was like, wow, they've improved a lot, because in yesterday's game. Let me tell you that Rudiger was on the bench. So the center back was Jonathan Tah, and then Nico Schlotterbeck, the Dortmund young kid. He was the one pairing with Jonathan Tah, and they were so sweet. Like, the understanding is there, everything was working for them. Even though they were pegged back when they scored the first goal, and then the Curacao got the equalizer, but they stay focused, and then they got a penalty. Kai Havertz so cool, calm, and then bam, back of the net. 7-1 there. It put a statement out there, even though it wasn't that much tough opposition, but it put a signal out there that this team is capable of putting goals. They are capable of scoring more goals. So anyone that you are coming against them, because for the last 2 editions, Germany haven't been convincing enough. They've not been. I don't remember the last time they made the semi-final of the World Cup, or even a tournament. I don't remember. So that should tell you that they are really going through some rough patches. But in the last 1 year or 2 years, they've improved on a lot of things. Now Germany doesn't play with a recognized number 9, so it can have to strike for them. The recognized number 9 who is in the team is the Newcastle boy, what's Mandy. He's the one, but he too is not that convincing. So Harvard starts ahead of him. So that should tell you that they are improving. They are improving. So I expect them to do something in this World Cup. I really expect them to do something in this World Cup. Let's pay attention to the transfer windows, because Madrid is moving some way. Madrid is moving some way. So swift. And today's video will be all around Real Madrid, because in the last 2 weeks, okay, one to 2 weeks, Madrid have made 4 signings. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Including their new coach in Jose Mourinho. 5. That should tell you that for the past 2 seasons, Madrid have been trophyless. We are talking about Real Madrid here, not your normal teams. Real Madrid to go 2 seasons trophyless, very, very bad. So for them to like take shape and do things, restructure things, and then come back again, this is what it takes you. Because in the first week, we saw when they were doing the election, we weren't, and what is mind blowing is they've signed 4 players, and the 4 players, 3 of them are defenders. And last season, and even last 2 seasons, the problem of Real Madrid have been their defense. They've been very, very poor at the defense. So they've signed a left back, a right back, and then a centre back. So Kunate, Denzel Dumfries, and then Marc Cucurella. Bernardo Silva, a midfielder who will also do something good for them. But I think these are all very brilliant signings, to be honest, because Kunate in Real Madrid defense will improve the defense a lot. He will improve the defense a lot, because I don't see anyone benching him. Because I don't see anyone benching Kunate in that Real Madrid defense. I don't see anyone benching. So for you to get Ibrahima Kunate on a free transfer from Liverpool, I think it's a very brilliant signing. They are really, really doing very, very. It was on the list of Real Madrid last summer when they were coming into the season that they wanted to sign him. But I think it was also contemplated, because he wanted to sign a new contract at Liverpool and stay at Liverpool. Kunate to Real Madrid is a brilliant signing. Very, very brilliant signing. First of all, Mourinho. I think Mourinho coming to Real Madrid is a big news and a good news for the Real Madrid family, because for now, Real Madrid doesn't need more of a tactician or someone who understands the game, read the game so well. He needs someone who will manage the players. Yeah, he needs someone who will manage the players. When Alonso came, Alonso wasn't finding it difficult to like strategize things and then maybe like winning games or something. Because let me tell you something, Alonso was on 78 game percentage, like his win rate percentage 78. That should tell you that at Madrid, winning percentage doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that much. Just manage the players so that you get the results. But that wasn't what Alonso is made for. But someone like Mourinho, there's no way you are messing up in the dressing room. He will shut you down one time. So for you to bring in Mourinho, that should tell you that yeah, they now understand that you need to get someone who is more than a tactician, can manage the players as well. Manage the players on the field, both on the field or off the field. So I think Mourinho will be a good signing for them. Good signing. Kunate will be a good signing for them. And then Denzel Dumfries. We didn't see this coming. Even though he was on the list of Real Madrid, but not that priority. No, he wasn't. So I think it was on the list of Barcelona. Coming into the summer transfer window, Barcelona was the one who is more serious about our team. Barcelona wanted to sign him and Bastoni from Inter Milan. But I don't know why Barcelona was dragging their feet and all this stuff. Because clearly, Barcelona needs someone in that position. That entire Barcelona defense needs someone there. They need to invest in that defense again. Get up there. You can't win the Champions League with them. Arajo should be the one to be leading that defense. But his like Adesica attitude isn't giving him the time to do that. So I think Barcelona was the one who were supposed to sign that player, but they didn't. And Barcelona, Real Madrid realized that he has a release clause of 25 million euros. A player of in the caliber of Denzel Dumfries, 25 million release clause. I think Inter Milan got it wrong with that release clause that they inserted in there. And Madrid find the opportunity. There's a market opportunity. Then they trigger a release clause. He also said yes to Real Madrid, obviously no team will say no to Real Madrid. No player will say no to Real Madrid. It will be very difficult. It will be very difficult for a player to say no to Real Madrid. So he did that, and then he has joined Real Madrid. And then here's Bernardo Silva too. Same thing here. Bernardo Silva was on the list of Barcelona and then Atletico Madrid. In fact, he almost joined Barcelona. He almost joined Barcelona. It was guaranteed that he would play in the La Liga next season. He almost joined Barcelona, but I don't know why. I don't know why Barcelona was dilly-dallying with the deal. And then we got the deal that Bernardo Silva will not join any team after the World Cup. A player said he won't join any team after the World Cup. But here lies the case that when Real Madrid came in, bam, he said yes. That should tell you that if you are big, you are big. So also. Real Madrid is, standard, the standard for each and every player in the world now. So when they came in, the player just said yes. And then, quick. So the Barcelona faithful are like, they are disappointed that why did they choose Real Madrid ahead of us. It's because of what your owners are doing or your president is doing. The money aspect and everything was the problem for Bernardo Silva choosing Real Madrid. If a player said, "Oh, I'm waiting for the World Cup to finish before I made a decision on my future," that should tell you that. And let me give you something. Do you know the agent of Jose Mourinho is the same agent of Bernardo Silva? And when it became clear that Mourinho will coach Real Madrid next season, and then it became clear that Bernardo Silva will be free agent in the summer. I think I got news from my source that Mourinho told his agent in Jorge Mendes that he should bring Bernardo Silva to Real Madrid because he need him there. He want to use him. He want to do something with him there. Obviously, if we are saying sharing the same agent, there's nothing much more. So as you can see, Real Madrid use only 36 hours to complete that deal for Bernardo Silva. That's what they need. Just 36 hours to complete the deal for Bernardo Silva. Because the player was already convinced about Real Madrid already. You don't need to convince him again. And I think that was also a good deal, good sign for them. And then the most surprising and then the biggest among them were Marc Cucurella. I think it was yesterday what time? Yesterday around, in my time here, I think around 10:30 to 11 there. And I found out that here we go from Fabrizio Romano. I was like, how? Marc Cucurella. Even though he was on the list, because Real Madrid have been tracking the players that Real Madrid wanted to sign for Mourinho. And Mourinho himself requested those players for them for Real Madrid was Calafiori from Arsenal, Jesco Vardiol from Man City, and then there is one name is Pierre Hencapi from Arsenal, the same Arsenal. And even Cucurella was the fourth choice. He wasn't the first, he wasn't the second, he wasn't the third, he was fourth. You understand? And all these players in Pierre Hencapi, Vardiol, and then this guy, the Italian, Calafiori. It will take you something crazy for you to get them out of where they are now. Because where they are now, they are in their comfort zone. This is the second season for this guy, Calafiori. This is the first season for Hencapi. And then this guy, Vardiol, is in his third season at Manchester City. And he has won the EPL 2 times or something, or once. Calafiori has also won the EPL, same as Vardiol. So it will take you something serious for you to get out of where they are now. That's why they push for Cucurella. Cucurella wasn't on the list. He was on the list of Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, but he was fourth on Real Madrid list. So when they find out that for you to get this deal down for these players, it will take you difficult. It will be something difficult for you to get those players from where they are now, because Arsenal is now competing at the highest level. Even though Manchester City is not doing well nowadays, but there is a convincing and some convincing that surely they will come back, bounce back, and do what they were doing at first. Even though Pep is not there anymore, but they know that this is Manchester City, and when they keep on doing what they are doing right, they will bounce back again. So they've even given this thing Vardiol new contract, and he will sign it very soon. So that should tell you that the player himself wasn't convincing, like leaving Manchester City. All the three players, they weren't convinced that we want to leave. Like they weren't pushing for a deal, for a move from where they are now. So it will take you very difficult. But Cucurella has shown that he has lost trust in the Chelsea hierarchy. So for you to come out publicly and criticize them and then all those stuff, that should tell you that this player wants to leave. And there's a news coming up that Enzo wants to join him at Real Madrid. I'm not surprised. Because when we come into the summer transfer window, a player that I thought will leave, is guaranteed that he will leave Chelsea, is Enzo Fernandez. Because you can see that when they were playing, you can see this player is not convinced by the project anymore. He wants to leave. But here lies the case that Cucurella is the surprising one who have made the move already. And it took Madrid just half a day to complete the deal for Cucurella. So if Enzo leaves, my problem with the Chelsea hierarchy now is this thing is gone. This guy is gone. Cucurella is gone. Probably maybe Enzo too will leave. Who are their replacement that you think? Because mind you, Cucurella is first to best in the world now when it comes to left back. The only player I see ahead of him is Nuno Mendes. He's the only player that I see ahead of Cucurella when it comes to the left back position. So if you are losing a player like this, you need to, there's no way you are getting it wrong this time around. You don't have to get it wrong this time around. You need to get a much top player to replace him there. But the news coming from the Chelsea people is that Xavi Alonso, their new coach, have trust in Gerrard. So let's see. But I think anyone who feel that shoe that Cucurella has left there will have it. No, will not have it easy, because he has shown consistency for the past 2 seasons that he's top notch. But let's see. Enzo too is contemplating whether to make a move or not. Real Madrid are also thinking which midfielder that he need. I think Enzo will help them. You can help control the midfield for them, because as it stands, Madrid doesn't have the controller. They have the destroyers and then maybe like the DMs. Yeah, but someone who can control game where the game get tougher. Someone like Pedri, someone like Vitinha, someone like not even Rice. Someone like Rice can also do that. Someone like Thomas Partey, someone like Rodri, someone like a lot of players who can do that. Enzo like this can do that. So if you get some Enzo to be in that midfield, so imagine a midfield of Enzo, this guy, Valverde, and then Bernardo Silva. Good. Balance. The midfield will be balanced. So I think it will be a very good move. But one manager is also making a move from the EPL. Former Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim. He's also joining AC Milan on a 3 years deal. I think it's very interesting, very interesting, because last season Massimiliano Allegri, the former AC Milan coach, was playing a 3-back, and that was the reason why. That's the reason why Rafael Leao is leaving AC Milan this season. He said he's leaving because last season the system that they were playing, it didn't like help him. So he was getting a lot of injuries. He wasn't playing as the left winger again. He was playing as more of midfielder, left-sided midfielder and all those, because it's a 3-back system. And they were playing with two top strikers. So that should tell you that he wants to leave. And the same thing will happen under Amorim, because Amorim is a 3-back coach. There's no way he's changing that. He's a 3-back coach. So it's very difficult. But let's see, it's a very interesting move. Very interesting move. Let's see how it goes. But all my Real Madrid fans, let me see. To me, I have a small sympathy towards Real Madrid. I really like them. So I think the El Clasico this season will be sweet, papa. Hey, imagine Cucurella and then Lamine Yamal. Anytime that Lamine Yamal come up against Cucurella, Lamine Yamal pocket Cucurella. So Cucurella pocket Lamine Yamal. So it will be very interesting to see that again. But I think for the past 2 weeks, Madrid have been good. They are moving so they are fixing their problems. They know what they want to do, so they are fixing it. And I think it's okay. It's okay for them. I'm happy for Real Madrid too. Anyway, that's where we draw the curtains here. But I will be dropping more videos on the World Cup because some of the transfer too is hitting up. It's hitting up. So I'll be dropping more videos on the World Cup and then the transfer. Arsenal one will come, Chelsea one will come, Manchester City, Barcelona, all of them it will come. All of them it will come. So just subscribe to the channel. Once again, Sports Gazette here. My name is Ronaya. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. And like, share our page. The name is Sports Gazette. Everywhere you go, Sports Gazette. Put your post notification button on. Anytime we drop a video, it will pop on your screen. Then, you follow us everywhere we go. Thank you very much. Peace.